caps and floors, walls, round pipes. Change the filters on your heat pump monthly. Does everybody do that? That would help on allergies too, as I think about it. I've got a little allergy going here.
What about the 3-month filters? Are they as good?
Some of the 3 months filters, the microfiber
Right.
rating on it, I've got one of those that I look at also, and I think they're pretty effective, but just, I try to put a reminder up on the calendar to make sure I don't forget it, because over 3 months. Or make it like the start of a quarter, you know, like like an October or January or something like that, you know. They're a little easier to keep up with. And they also make these filter whistles. I'm going to try to get some of those and see if I can locate some of those that you put on the filter. So when the filter is in need of changing, that it'll start to make a little whistle noise to remind you. That'll be a good thing for me. I don't know if that'd help y'all or not.
Can you get them already?
Can you try my little dog?
I can't ever remember.
Little high pitched whistle, we'll be thinking you're doing a dog whistle, I guess.
I have a little, it's like a little
I said, that would help
spoon.
me because I can't ever remember.
Yeah, I know.
Can you already get them now?
Yeah, you can get them. I just gotta.
Where?
Well, I gotta run some down. I think, I'll get over to John Shell, you know, that did our heat pump work, and see if we can track some down, because that'd be a good thing. And certainly, it's very inexpensive. Now, one of these things I'm gonna tell you about in a minute, I'll tell you about a way in just a moment that you can get one free. A big thing is to replace incandescent bulbs with compact fluorescent bulbs.
I'm not having luck with that.
Really, are they going out on you?
Going out.
I've had a little bad luck on some. Be careful of the brand you buy, and try to certain wattages. I mean, it's got to save a lot of energy. A light bulb and all of your appliances around, particularly when you think about a light bulb, though it's really easy to see, is a little heater. That's what it is. It's putting heat into your house. So an incandescent bulb in the summertime is going to add a lot of heat, and it's really inefficient use of BTUs. I think, I forget just what the ratio is, but maybe like a 60-watt bulb is like say for instance, a 7-watt compact fluorescent. So you got to understand that the BTUs, British thermal units, of energy that you're using is quite a bit less on a
Well, I
compact
haven't been
fluorescent.
able to find the newer bulbs in a 3-way bulb, like for a lamp and 3-way light.
I've found those, some of the big box stores like Lowe's or Walmart, things like that, they do have those.
Okay.
And they work pretty well. I've had one that has lasted a good while. And I also have had bulbs that last longer now than the first bulbs that I bought. Now, I did go through a phase there that I was pretty frustrated with that, because I was spending 2 or 3 times at least the amount of money, and they were going out about as quick.
My daughter told me I didn't need those bulbs if they didn't put out as much light. But I wouldn't be able to see as much.
If you buy a larger wattage, you can get the equivalent to a 100-watt bulb in a compact fluorescent. Now, one thing you will see, my wife fusses on me on this, I go back to that, but she keeps me in line too. But if you put them in the kitchen, like in a recessed light, something like that, when you turn it on, it doesn't come out as bright when you first turn it on, but it will brighten up.
Yeah.
And some will faster than others, but all of them will, when they first turn on, they're not quite as bright as a regular incandescent bulb is. So, but we use them in the kitchen, and they keep a lot of heat down. So it's worked out real well there too. So having somebody check your ducting system and your heat pump is very important. Checking for air leaks, making sure the insulation is still operating properly. The refrigerant level in your compressor, checking those things can make sure that your heat pump operates more efficiently. If you're in mild weather and your heat pump is running all the time and you haven't got your heat pump serviced, you probably need, that probably would pay for itself if you did that pretty quickly. Okay, so adding insulation to attic crawl space, wrapping your water heater with insulation. They even make these little gaskets that you put around exterior wall lights, like porch lights or whatever, a little gasket that goes around the switch, so air won't come back in there. And programmable thermostat on your heating system will really help out too. And once you program them, it's not that hard. You get somebody to help you program it, or get somebody to do it for you, and once you do it, it's pretty well set. Summer, winter, everything. So, and also in your water, you can install aerating, low flow faucets And always, like I said, look for the Energy Star label. Now, this little thing I've got for you right here is an energy survey. And whether you live on Cullman Electric Co-op or you live on Cullman Power Board, this is a personalized survey where the people that put this together will go out and we'll give them your service history information, and it will be personalized to your home. After you get somebody to help you fill these questions out, and it asks you a lot of questions like it's different topics like basic what your identity information is, your name, address, things like that. And then it goes on to your home, the building shell, what your home is made out of, brick, siding, so forth, things like that. Your heating system, cooling system, water heating, lighting, refrigerators, cooking. You got a pool or TVs or computers. I was really shocked when I set mine in about how much TVs we use. I had all my kids at home then at that time, 3 kids, and every one of those had a TV, and it came back that my TV use was like 35% of my power bill. I thought maybe we need to all sit around one TV. Might be a good time to kind of connect and actually communicate.
Yeah, and I turn my TV on in the living room when I get up and I turn it off when I go to bed.
Yeah.
Me too.
Are these new, flat screens, or do they use more energy? Cause I know they put out a lot more heat.
There again, the Energy Star ratings are very, very important in the energy use. Now, I bought an LCD TV, and LCD does not use as much as a plasma TV. So it's very important to look at those energy use estimates on there. And you'll know a lot of times when you go through a store and you walk by them and you feel that plasma
Oh, yeah.
radiating a lot of heat.
Oh, yeah.
That's those BTUs. That's that energy going out. So it gives you a good clue there that it's using more energy.
How about a microwave? They use a bunch.
Now that's one thing that it brings out in here. Tips that you need to do is also use a microwave as much as possible. Microwaves are very efficient on electricity.
It's better than big.
I probably, most of my meals, at least for lunch, I put in the microwave and I don't know how to make it without one.
Me either.
Some things just don't taste good in a microwave.
Well,
You know,
I can't cook
Yeah.
on.
some things do, you know, it works well with, but some things they just don't taste like they do when you cook them in the oven.
yeah.